Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. Alright folks, here we are after market close on Thursday, September 28th. We're going to check in with our old buddy SoFi. SoFi is starting to put in some nice motion, maybe. Found a floor down here right around our 738 zone. You see it put in a 737 on this really top heavy wick, and then sort of double bottomed, if you will. It had a low of 739 on this day, and now has moved up a level, pushing off today from this 753 on the button, to the penny, and is moving into this price gap that we have from 769 to 798. Now, while I was checking in on this today, I did notice on this day when it moved down a little over 4%, it did leave a gap here from about 831 down to 815. So I just thought we'd come in and put that in here. Put that here on the high, 815. We'll put it gray so it doesn't sort of stand out too much. And then here, because this is also a support level, this is within 2 cents. What did I say? 831. So I'm not going to put in another level. It just feels like a lot. I'm going to turn it purple to say that's a level that we have anyway. It's a resistance level that we have anyway. Plus, it would also about close out the gap. So I'm sort of wondering if it's going to be able to come in and make some motion toward that. Let me put 791 on here for a sec and see, is that the low of this day? Yeah. Let me put 791 on here for a sec and see if that has any significance if we drop back. We had 789 there, so sort of interesting. Okay, let's add 789 in there, or sorry, 791 at the moment. I know it's just a few pennies, but SoFi goes up 17 cents and it's almost 2.25%. So, price being low as it is, these few pennies can be decent percentage changes. So before we flip over to the Think or Swim study to see where we're situated there, we see today, like I said, wicked off to the penny. First attempt at the 769 lost and came down, but put in a higher wick. So it didn't quite need to come down and test that fully. It wicked up a penny shy, so 754, and then built itself a little base, made another run, and then a nice push up and over that 769, came down, reconfirmed support to then finish the day pushing off that 769 again. So you see it fell 7 cents short of being able to press toward that 791 level. So we'll see sort of how that plays out in the day. Interesting also, we'll see if this continues to kind of take shape, but this 763 level seems like it might be starting to sort of take shape. Again, it's just from yesterday to today, so I don't know if that's really going to stick, but all of these highs here yesterday, and then that's where it sort of coalesced, convalesced maybe, during after hours yesterday, and then today that's where it swung and sort of again built itself a little base before it made this second attempt up at 769 and was successful. So I'm kind of interested in that level, but we'll wait before we put anything else in there for the time being. Now also, I feel like I have a history of jinxing potential up moves on SoFi, so I'm not going to put in an uptrend support here yet. If we get a few more candles into it, 2, 3, 4 more candles into it, and it's still looking like it's taking shape, then I'll be happy to put in an uptrend support, maybe even a channel, and see if it's able to make a move up that way. Now flipping over to the Think or Swim study, we're still on the daily here, and let's see where we're situated. So big push outs just to sort of like readdress how this channel works. Big push out of the channel, reverted back to the mid-range, that bright blue line in the mid-range of the channel, push to the upper bound, mid-range, right? This is like clear bullish strength out of the channel to the upside. When it reverts to the median or the mid-range, it holds support, pushes again, holds support, pushes again, holds support, pushes again, and then this time when it came down after it had left the upper bound of the channel, quickly retraced the mid-range and lost it. And then that's where it's sort of been since. right? Lost it, confirmed resistance against the mid-range, and then pushed to the lower bound of the channel. And then this time when it came up and tested the mid-range, it kind of got pinned to it, not able to make a big move in either direction, and then, maybe a little bit of a capitulation here and push down and out of the lower bound of the channel. That's where that swing started to take place that we see right here. That's these candles right here dipping out of the lower bound of the channel and then moving in toward it. So really important next few days in my mind, because now that it's sort of worked itself back in toward the mid-range of the channel, but it's also in the channel, is it going to brush off and catch resistance on this red wave cloud? If so, that could mean that there's quite a bit more bearish momentum to be worked out. If it's able to make a run at the mid-range of the channel, what does it do? Does it pin itself to it like this? Is it able to push itself through and confirm support like this? What does it do? That'd be sort of a critical moment, and that would put it back up quite a bit over $8. Put it at $8.23, though that mid-range will shift with every additional candle that's put in before it reaches it. So it won't be there probably by the time it gets there, but those are my questions at the moment. Does it catch resistance here, which would make me worry that we have some more bearish momentum to work out? Is it able to make a run at the blue line? And if so, what does it do? It's always a question of what does it do? We need to see in real time what the price action is doing. This, even though we're sort of curling up here, this TTM squeeze indicator, it's an indicator. So take it with an indication of salt. But it's showing that it's picking up bearish momentum even though the price is rising, even though the RSI is rising. So we'll see how that all comes together to build the price action that we will see in the days ahead. But I'm thinking it could be an important sort of week or so. By mid next week, I'm hoping that this has sort of sorted itself out one way or the other, and it's a sort of a clear indication by then. All right, folks, I hope that you have had a good trading week and that you finish off strong tomorrow. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.